G'day guys. So I was just on my way to a different hunting spot. I was gonna go and put out a whole bunch of trail cameras and stuff. I pulled over on the side of the road just up here on the phone to my wife, and I looked down into this clearing and there was a fallow deer just hopping around and grazing and doing his thing. He came up into the farmer's paddock up here and was just eating grass, and then he's taken off when I opened the car door. But I wasn't planning to hunt here, but seeing that's a pretty good sign, and the wind is perfect. It's just blowing up this big creek system up here. So I'm gonna strap on my pack and go and try my luck and hopefully get some venison. So we'll see how it goes. I've come across this spot here. It's just like a perfect little place for an ambush. I've got a couple of gullies that come down and meet just up here, feed down right past me. Not far past that, I've got another gully that comes down and feeds past me as well. So I've got good visibility on all of that. And then out behind me, I noticed a whole bunch of game trails that came in behind me over that side too. So the wind at the moment, it's perfect for where I am. Like, it's just gently blowing down this way. So like anything out there at all won't be able to smell me. And I can just sit here absolutely silently so they won't be able to hear me. And so long as I can not wriggle around too much, they won't see me either. I've already seen quite a lot of kangaroos making their way down. And deer are not too different from kangaroos in that habit that they'll make their way down out of the bigger hills to feed down lower, generally just on dusk. So yeah, I'm going to settle myself in for a couple of hours and just wait until dark. And yeah, we'll see what we can see. It's getting very, very cold. It's amazing. Like as soon as that sun dipped down behind the hills, the temperature is just dropping like crazy. Alright guys, I'm going to call it quits for tonight. Unfortunately I haven't got lucky, but that's okay. That's how hunting goes more often than a lot of hunters will probably like to admit. Like, it might sound boring sitting in one spot for more than 2 hours, but like, I've been on the edge of my seat the entire time, and every little snap of a twig or rustle in the bushes or something got me like super excited to see what it is. Well, that's awesome. You might hear a honk again. There's 3 Sambar just up in that gully, just up there. Man, like, this is the way it goes with hunting. Like, I've been sitting there for 2 hours and 20 minutes, haven't seen any deer at all. I finally decided to pack up and go home, stand up, take about 3 steps and get honked at by some deer coming down out of the gully. If I'd have waited probably another 15 minutes, I probably would have got one. Still very fun to get to see them all the same. And it's a little bit validating knowing that I was almost on the money. G'day guys. So same place as yesterday. I'm going to have a rematch with the deer and try and go hunting again. I wouldn't normally hunt the same place twice in a row because my scent is probably all over the area, and it generally kind of spooks the deer a little bit and makes it harder to hunt the next day. But I had so much fun yesterday and it was so exciting seeing 3 Sambar come down right on dark that yeah, I just want to have another try. I'll probably go a little bit deeper in the bush today, try and move past where I was hunting yesterday. There's so much bush out there to explore. I'm sure I'll be able to have a chance at finding a different deer maybe.
But yeah, we'll see how it goes, but I'm super excited. In terms of how fast or how slow I stalk through the bush really depends on where I think the deer are at that time. At the moment, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm pretty sure most of the deer will be bedded down higher up in the hills, so I'm not stressing about going too crazy slow, but I'm certainly going slow enough to be able to stop and listen, just in case there is the occasional weird deer that's still down low at this time of day. Today the wind is not being my friend. Yesterday when I was here, it was just steadily blowing in a northwest direction. Didn't change at all, it was just kept coming this way, nice and slow and steady. So it was perfect. I could just hunt into the wind and not even have to think about it anymore. The forecast for today says it's supposed to be the same thing. It's supposed to be the exact same wind, but I've been here for 20 minutes and it was coming from that way when I started, and then it flipped around, so it's blowing from behind me straight up the hill now. So that sucks. The wind is, unfortunately, despite the forecast, it's just all over the place. So in moments like that, it's very frustrating because very high chance that you're going to get busted by a deer because they'll smell you. So what I like to do in those moments is just do my best. Like just pick whichever way it's blowing most often and just do your best to hunt in that direction and hope that it changes. And it might mean that I don't get any deer today, but I love being out here anyway, so I'm not going to let the wind spoil a beautiful afternoon in the bush. If I ever come across a place like this where I can see that there's clearly moisture coming out of the ground, like you can see it shiny all over these rocks, I always like to just slow down and spend a bit more time in that spot, just because generally if there's moisture in the ground, it's really good for showing up any animal tracks in the softer earth compared to the drier dirt around it. So this is what's called a preaching tree. So Sambar will come here and like they'll pee on the ground and scrape it up and stuff, similar to at a wallow a lot of the time. But they'll actually get up on their hind legs and they've got little scent glands just near their eyes, and they'll actually rub those scent glands on the tree as like a little scent marking post for other deer to know who's in the area and stuff. I've been finding lots of deer poop in this area, which is very encouraging. This is an example of sambar poop that it's not crazy fresh. You can tell by the way that the outside is kind of a bit dry and shiny. It's got a bit of a skin to it. If it was fresher, it would be a lot sort of slimier and darker and wetter looking. But still, it's not crazy old either. So it's a very good sign that I'm in the right spot. As I was coming into the top of a very good looking gully, I was slowed right down, just stopping every few paces to really look and listen for quite a long time. And yeah, that paid off as I picked up some movement just a little bit further down the gully from where I was standing. And upon closer inspection, I was very, very happy to see that was actually some deer bedded down in the sticks. I've just seen a sambar. I think there's one about 75 metres down the hill. She's bedded down. I just saw her ears flicking back and forth. There's so much leaf litter on the ground. It's so crunchy and noisy. I don't know how she hasn't heard me already, but the wind is going that way, so that's really good. I'm going to try and sneak over to that tree. Maybe this big tree here and get a more steady shot. I think I could probably get her from here, but I want to make sure it's nice and steady. Because yeah, I really wouldn't want to muck up the shot from this distance. So, like, my heart is just hammering. It's amazing. So, alright, I'm going to give this a go. Let's try my luck. What I'm trying to do here is trying to close the distance between me and the deer. The rifle that I'm using is a 30-06, so it's a big, heavy caliber rifle capable of accurate shooting out to a very long distance, and mine is perfectly sighted in, so it's more than capable of taking a shot like this from further back. But I just wanted to, you know, really play it safe and get myself into a good, stable position where I had a really clear line of sight to be able to take the most accurate, ethical shot that I could. Holy moly, guys. Oh man, I got one. I heard it run about 20 meters or something and then just crunch. Oh, far out. Oh man, my heart is going like a million miles an hour. That feels so good. All that hard work and patience is finally paying off. There she is. I don't know if you guys can see that, but just down there near the log, we have one Sambar hind. Holy moly! Look at you. Well, here we have it, guys. One wild, free-range Victorian state forest Sambar hind, and I could not be happier with the shot. Like, she was only probably 15 meters away, just over there, and yeah, she's run down to here, passed out within a few seconds. So yeah, I'm just stoked with that. It was straight through the vitals and stuff, and yeah, now I get to take so much venison off this beautiful big deer. Like, they're amazing animals. Like, just these ears that they have are absolutely enormous. They're like radar dishes. They can rotate them all the way around and pinpoint sound very, very well, especially like, you know, like this stuff. It's like dry, crunchy, brackeny type stuff. And that nose that she has is absolutely incredible. They're like, you know, right up there with bloodhounds and that kind of thing. So like, considering it's been a swirly, windy kind of a day, I am very, very happy that I've managed to evade those ears and that nose. And they're extremely good at picking up movement. So like, I'm quite chuffed with myself for my stalking abilities to be able to close the distance and get a shot on this girl. Yeah, they're just unreal. A couple of other things I just thought I'd point out while I'm here too. These are those little scent glands that I was talking about earlier with the preaching tree. So like, that will excrete like some kind of stinky, oily stuff that carries the deer's scent, and they use it as like a signpost marker type thing to let other deer know who's around. Another little feature too, just with Sambar, I think they're one of the only deer that I know of that has like a bit of a shaggy mane. This long, like those hairs are probably as long as my hand, and she's pretty young, like it's not even that big, but yeah, I don't know. They're just unreal. They're just absolutely unreal animals, and I feel so lucky to get to come out here completely free to access forests in Victoria, with plenty of deer in them. And yeah, I feel very happy to have broken my losing streak when it comes to hunting these things. It's probably, I think I've been hunting about 3 or 4 times now without being able to get a deer. I've come so close so many times, but it just feels amazing to have finally landed one. And yeah, I could not be happier with that. So I'm gonna get to work getting all the venison and stuff, and then yeah, gonna make some venison jerky or mince or whatever. But yeah, I could not be happier with that.